Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is budget update time. We got to update this budget. We did have some money coming this week, and I have a big purchase to make. So, jumping in with the budget update, y'all. Okay, first of all, I want to say this. I had two major purchases that I need to do. I know it's not something that I didn't budget out for this. I didn't plan ahead, right? I didn't plan ahead. So I am going to have to work some magic to get all of the things taken care of. And I hate having to restructure my money, but it has to be done. So Mr. Jerome is coming out. That's my lawn guy. He doesn't start doing the lawn again until April, but he is coming out in March to till the garden for me. I have not tilled my garden for as long as I've had it, the big garden. I have not tilled the garden. We've put new dirt. We've put new nutrient supplements and all the things in there, but I have not tilled it. And so I need him to come over and till it. I just don't have the time. And I want to get that cleaned up a little bit. So I know he's gonna charge me something. Mr. Jerome. Sometimes, boy, oh boy. And he never tells me ahead of time how much he's gonna charge me. So I know I have to make an allowance for that. And then I have another large purchase that I need to make. It is some furniture pieces that I need to get. And that's gonna cost me right about $400. I know it's about, it's about $400 by the time you add in taxes and all the things. So with that being said, I do have to find about $1,000 for next month. That's on top of all the stuff that I got going on as it is. But anywho, we're doing good. The budget is working for us so far. We did get child support this past week, and I thought, y'all, I was driving. I drive out of town. It was a couple hours. I had to go to a check on a friend, and so when I was driving, my car just felt like it was skipping. It just felt like it was misfiring some type of way. And I know when my car's done that before, not this car, but other cars, it's been my spark plugs, and I would need to get the spark plugs plus the wires, spark plugs and wires, I think. Don't quote me. Changed, but I had a guy from my church, Brother Wayne, came by and looked at. He's a mechanic, so he came by and looked at it. Now, of course, I had to pay Brother Wayne just to take a look at it, but he looked at it and he said he didn't think it was that. He told me to change my gas because I usually just get the cheap gas. It's fine. I mean, I'm on a budget. He said to maybe go up to the next gas, so I went up to the middle one, and it's not doing that anymore. So I don't know, but I am having to put more gas in my car when you put that next number up because it's higher, right? So that's been a thing, but at least I avoided a car repair. I will have to get my oil changed probably in March. I still have about 3,000 more miles before I'll need to get that changed, but I do have to budget for that. So we're going to jump in. Oh, remember I got the pest control. Some of y'all had messaged me and told me about, don't forget the pest control, because I asked y'all to do that, and I appreciate that. I thought that I had money in my sinking fund. Turns out I didn't have any money in that sinking fund. So I had to fund that out of my regular paycheck. That was $85 that could have gone to savings, and I didn't put it to savings because I didn't have any money in that sinking fund. Now come next year, so by August 1st, hey friend, how are you? By August 1st, all of my sinking funds, or the majority of them, should be funded for the next year. And that's because I'm going to take my summer share money. It's about $4,000 each. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm happy to have you anytime. It's about $4,000 that's going to be in each month. So I'm about $2,035. Typically, I get $1,965 in the summer. Well, they put our supplements in, and so I spread that money out to have them take out $800 a month instead of the $400 they were taking out. And that's going to give me about $4,000 for 2 months, June, July, and August. End of June, end of July. Yes. And then typically I only spend about $1,965. So that's going to give me that extra $2,000 to fund the sinking funds. I need to make sure that I can fund all the sinking funds. So You know, Amazon Prime is like 100 and something. My PureFlix is 99, so we just say 100. The PO box is like 100 each, 100 every 6 months, so that's $200. I've got the recycling, that's $200. The yearly spray is another $125. So I'm gonna just take those 2 months and that $2,000, and I'm gonna just put it towards the sinking funds. That way, all of next year, when I start my budget in August, I will not have to sink any funds. Maybe I'll do the pest control. That'll be all of that, and probably my car insurance, because I'm not gonna. That would be a lot of money to take out. That'd be like $1,400. That'd be $1,500 out of just that first check for car insurance. And we already paid up for the next 6 months. It comes due March 1st. We've already paid it, and it's worked out for us. So I paid that using my credit card. And as soon as it posted to the credit card, I paid my half and sister paid her half. I mean, she put it in my checking account and I just paid it off. So that actually gave us some points, because I use my Hilton Honors, because I'm trying to gain points, because I stay in hotels a lot when I'm traveling for pastors' conferences and women's events, different types of things like that. So that's going to actually give me some extra points, because I had already exhausted my points. I have a pastors' conference that I have to go to coming up very soon, and I already posted. I use those points. So if anybody is in the Texas area, San Antonio to be specific, y'all let me know, because I'm gonna be there a day early and I'm staying a day later, so we could might do a meetup. I would love to meet some of you guys if you were in the Texas area. If you're not in Texas, sorry y'all, I'll be somewhere else sometime again. Okay. All right, so let me jump into the budget, because I do have to budget for the last child support that we got, because I did not budget that. I spent the money. I mean, I allocated it, but I didn't put it on my sheet. So we do have to do that. And then the very last thing I need to do, and I need to do this Tuesday, is get the dogs their heartworm, tick, flea stuff. They do it about the 15th of the month. So I'll just get it on Tuesday. I'm working out of town tomorrow. So I will not be able to pick it up. My partner and I, we're driving 6.5 hours to do a 40-minute presentation. We have one presentation that we have to do, and we're driving 6.5 hours, 3:15 there and 3:15 back. And we're doing it all tomorrow. So I'm driving because my partner does not like to drive. I don't love it either, but somebody's got to do it. Anywho, let me jump into the budget and kind of share where we are, all the updates. All right, so here is the budget for February. Payroll was $3,704.72. That was including the $200 that I was supposed to get back in August. They paid me now, and I used that to get my hair done, right? So if y'all can notice, the girl who did my hair, she's one of my former students, but she gave me some contrasting colors. She put a gray in, which I'm not mad at the gray. And then she did the blonde, because most of my hair was blonde. I do have darker roots, but she did a good job blending it all together. And I told her just do what she wanted. It was fine. Then I have kids deposits at $588.80, but we did get a child support. What's this week? Oh, what's today? 15, 14, 13, 12. And that was $216.46. So it's weird, because it doesn't always end up being the same thing every time. So let me see. I got $588.80, and I don't have my phone over here it's on the charger. $216.46. Okay, 62508. So it's 805.26 is what that number is going to be. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and budget that money, because I want to make sure that I do that correctly. So I'm going to go back to see, 14, 13, 12. Okay. So I'm going to scroll on down. I always do tithe off that money. I know some people don't always understand why I do that, but it's just the way it is. So I did $22, $11 there. Okay. Scroll back up. I had to buy some gas, so I got $30 in gas. I gave Jackson some money. That was $25. And then, let me see, what else did I do? I went to the grocery store. What did I buy? $25 of groceries. Some extra stuff I was picking up, some extra fruit. When you're doing Whole30, you got to eat the fruit and all the things, so you sometimes have to keep buying that stuff. Let me see. What does that give me? 113. Okay, so that leaves $103. $103. Yes. So I ended up I had some miscellaneous expenses, and I'm just going to put it here under business expense. This really should say business/miscellaneous, but I don't have a category for that. And that was exactly $103. So that gave me $216. There's 46 cents in there still lagging around, but that was the full and complete money for that. All right. So we still have $133 that needs to come in for child support for that to be a completed number. That so far has given me $4,509.98. Now, I don't have any travel reimbursements from last month, but I will have 2 travel reimbursements from this month. We had a meeting away from campus, and then a couple of ladies, my team, my middle school team specific, we had to do a parent advisory council meeting where we presented what we do as a team. And so we had to drive to that. So that's going to give me just a few dollars for next month. That'll be under travel reimbursements. Moving down, I did receive a birthday blessing, but I'm not putting it on here because I spent it on myself. That's what I did. So thank you, Miss Karen. I loved it. It was very good. I never expect anything. I never expect people to send me stuff, but when you do, we are so appreciative of that. She sent me the cutest little card. It said in 1976, and it gave me all the things that happened of, newsworthy in 1976 on the front and on the back. It was really cute, and I appreciated that. All right, so $4,509.98 is what I had to budget. I went ahead and paid the mortgage. That's $1,150. I added on $27.89. The electric bill was $176.89. Water was $78.64. All of these things have been paid. My cell phone, $50. Internet was $55. What was that? Pest spray. I need to write that in. That goes back over here because they came. Let me see. I'm going to put that over here. Pest spray. Where's that? Pest spray. Oh, back. Up. 85. That was $85. Okay. I did have to end up paying that out of my regular money that was in my account. Okay, move down. $75 is automatic debit for my Roth IRA. I did not put anything in Amazon Prime or my PureFlix. My PureFlix is going to come due in May. So I'm going to just have to eat that and pay it. But I do know that I'm going to fund it again in the summer months. So it'll be already there. Same with Amazon Prime. A friend of mine gives me that every year because I do her ordering for her. But I still want to fund it just in case she decides that she doesn't want to do that anymore. I don't want to come up short on my Amazon. Haven't ordered anything from Amazon this year. And I don't think I ordered anything the end of last year just because I'm trying to save. My gym came out at $29. Jackson's gym came out at $30. I put $50 in Jackson's school fund, but I ended up having to spend, Jackson got inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. So I ended up having to pay his dues, and I just took it out of that money. It was $30. And then he needed some cold medicine or something. He needed something else. So I just took it out of that money. So it ended up being like $35 that I took out of that $50, and I just spent that for the dues and whatever else he needed something on Friday. I had to go to the store. Okay. Netflix came out at $19.20. My groceries this month, way more over than what I had planned by $100. But when I say that, technically for my family, we probably should be spending about $450 to $500 a month if we really wanted to just go all out and buy all the things we wanted every single month. I try to keep that a little bit lower because sister does buy all of her groceries. She buys everything for her. She does not buy groceries for Jackson and I, and she looks at us sideways if we try to eat something. So we have learned to not incur the wrath of sister and just leave her stuff alone. Jackson has a job and he's been getting more hours. So he has been buying all of his like bacon stuff because I used to buy all of that for him. But he's like, Mom, I'll take care of it. He's been buying his extra things. So I take care of just the base groceries. We have a ton of meat. We have stuff in the freezer and the big deep freezer. So we technically don't need a ton of stuff. But when you're doing, like I said, the whole 30, it's all about the meat and it's all about the veggies. And so I had to pick up a few things here and there. So $352.55. So $102.55 over what I budgeted. But again, when you think about what the family should be using, I'm still way under that. I was giving myself 500, but I was trying to save a little bit. So I just got used to this number and it's fine. Monthly preps is $50. Okay, personal care, $335. So I went to get my hair done and I tipped the girl $25. My hair was $200. I tipped $25. My nails were $100. Nails and feet. I tipped her $10. So that's how I got the extra $35 there. What did I buy for $14.99? Okay, I had a pair of shoes that I needed to send back to Fashion Nova, and they were a gift, but in order for me to get they were the wrong size. So I had to send it back, but it charged me $4.99 for a restock fee, and I wasn't going to ask the person who gifted them to pay that. I just sent them back myself. So $4.99, and then there was a $10. I can't remember what I bought, but I bought something. All right, scrolling down, where you see natural supplements is $164. So far right now, I'm not buying anything else. I went through my pills that I use for my weight loss, and I have about 26 days. So I technically don't need to really order it until about 15 days out, which will put me in March. So I'm just leaving that the way it is. I'm not going to put any, there's another little B12 supplement that I get. I'm not going to get that this month. I'm just trying to see if I stay steady on the medicine, if that'll just help me to lose weight. I'm still not losing weight. I'm maintaining where I am, but I'm not losing. And I want the scale to go the other way. I looked at myself the other day in the mirror in one of the videos I was editing, and I said, God knows, Shakima, you gained a lot of weight. I gained back about 24 pounds of the 89 I lost, which is a significant amount of weight when you look at how thin I was, and now I'm kind of filled out. Most of it, though, is just my cortisol belly. When I really go back and I look at myself in the mirror, it is belly. And I just don't know what to do to get rid of it. I do exercise after exercise after exercise, and it's still there. Okay, Jackson, all of his money is in. The dogs. Okay, let me think. I did have, was that money? Okay, let me go back. That was not a miscellaneous expense. I'm sorry. It was for the dogs. I just used my credit card to pay for it. Let me find it. This right here. So this would have just been $33, and I ended up spending $70 on the dogs. Is that Gwen? Yeah, $70 for the dogs because I got them a big bag of food. They ran out. So the kids were like, Mom, the dogs need food. So I went and got them a bigger bag, and it was like $58.99, something like that. Ended up being $70 because I got them those little dental things. Somebody sent us some dental things one month, and that was really helpful. But I get them one every time I go get their food, so they don't get one every day. They're just expensive. So that put that at $94.54. I still need to get there. other meds, it's going to be right at $96. That's how much I pay every month. So I'm going to be over on this category just by about $30 or so. For gas, $205. I budgeted $200. My car insurance, I put $70 in, which put me at $750, which is what my part is. Sister's $750. I'm $750, and so we just paid the $1,500, and that is what it was. Tithe is $736. My extra offering $276. So far this month, I've only saved $200, and then for business expense was $123.46, putting me at $4,356.27 spent, leaving me $153.71. Now, this is the closest I've ever been to having this budget exactly right. Now, when I take out that $96, it's going to leave me just about $56, $57, which is exactly what it's going to be in my checking account. So I did real good this time. There's a couple things. Again, I'm $300 short because I only saved $200 this month, but I saved, right? So I'm happy that I was able to save something. Hopefully next month I'll be able to save something else. But again, I've got two very large expenses that have to be paid for. So anywho, that is where that is. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me see. I couldn't see y'all's comments, so I'm going to make sure I miss anything. I think that's the budget for sure. I don't have anything else outstanding. I don't have anything that I need to pay. Let me make sure I'm not telling a fib. I think that's everything. That's everything. I have been, for little miscellaneous purchases, I have been using my credit card because I'm trying to build the points. So I'm using my credit card, and as soon as it posts, then I pay off the credit card. I think the last thing that posted was the car insurance, $1,500. So we went ahead and paid that straight out, and it gave me a few more points. So I'm trying to use my credit card on the things I can so that I can get a few extra points, just because I need to, I'm traveling. I'm not traveling a ton, but I am traveling some. And so I need to make sure that I can get as many points as I can. I try to stay at the same places because I know that I'm familiar. I try to stay close to the airport so I can get the shuttle back and forth. I'm not renting a car this time. I'm just going to Uber to where I need to go. It's 10 minutes from the hotel. It's going to be fine. And then if one of the pastors wants to give me a ride back to my hotel, that'll be fine. And if they don't, that's what Uber's for, right? Yep. It worked out the last time we went to a big pastor's meeting, and I just Ubered back and forth. I said, you know what? I don't know this area very well, and I don't want to navigate Texas traffic. So I am going to just do an Uber. These people know what they're doing. I know who's coming, and I can send my location to my kids. I'm on Life 360, honey. They know where I am every minute. We are at the crib. That's what Trandon named his thing, the crib. And every time he leaves, he said, Trandon left the crib. We just love it. We have a good time. So anywho, y'all, there it is. That is the budget. Now, if you have questions, y'all let me know. Now, here's the thing. Y'all need to chime in. There's 31 of y'all in here, and I need to see y'all chiming in. There is some tea, y'all. I've got some tea. I've not shared a whole lot. Remember I told y'all I've been really busy. There's been some stuff I've just had to do. And I've not shared this stuff. Now, if you want to hear the tea, put it in the chat that you want to hear it. Because some of y'all just knows it. That's the truth. But I would be like, yes, Shakima, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I'm trying to determine the best time to share. And it's never a good time, right? There's never really a good time. So I'm trying to determine when I want to do it. I do know that I am going to share it. I really am. And I think, who was telling me? I can't remember, but one of y'all was giving me some ideas. The name is right there on the tip of my tongue, and I can't, for the life of me, get it out. Some ideas that would make for good content. And so I have one thing that I think would make amazing content, but I am going to probably schedule that live. Y'all, you know y'all be nosy. Tell me the tea, Shakima. Tell me the tea, girl. Yes. And so here's what I think I'll do. Now y'all better get right or get left, because once I spill this, I'm not about to tell. I'm not okay. Get right or left. So what I think, girl, I'll be same way. There's Rachel. Hey, friend. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and then I'm going to immediately come back with another video. This is gonna be the tea video. So if you're trying to get the tea, y'all better come up in here. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I am done with the budget. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. And if y'all want if y'all want to clock it, join me back in about 5 minutes. It's how long it'll take me to do all the things. So anywho, because if I don't share it, I'm not going to share it, and I'm just going to check it out. But whatever. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Like the video, share, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody. See